I built a 1 to 400 scale replica of Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport. Located in the southern tip of Arizona with stunning views of the canyons in the back, Phoenix Sky Harbor is one of the most beautiful airports in the country. So without further ado, let's begin today's airport update of Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport. Here we go. And welcome to today's airport update. This is Hawaiian Air 2121. Today we have the brand new revived Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport. As we can see, there's some sands in this airport update as well as some mountains in the back. And I'm super excited for today's airport update. This is going to be like a 2019 special version of Phoenix Sky Harbor. So we'll see a lot of retro planes such as US Airways and some old color liveries as well as some current liveries that we'll see later throughout this airport update. Without further ado, let's begin today's video. To begin today's airport update, on the taxiway over here, we have a Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-800 in the new Heart livery. At the time of this airport update, which is about 2019-ish, 2018, Southwest is slowly beginning to paint their planes into the new Heart livery. This aircraft is on the taxiway for the turn out to, we will say, Denver, Colorado. Over here, taxiing towards the runway, we have an American Airlines Boeing 767-300 in the stunning chrome One World livery. This aircraft is taxiing towards the runway for the flight out to Chicago ORD today. And over here is quite the special aircraft, the American Airlines Boeing 757-200. I was really sad to see these go during COVID, but because this airport update is right before COVID, we can feature this aircraft. This aircraft is taxiing towards Terminal 4 from the flight from Newark Liberty International Airport. It's currently taxiing to the gate. And starting us off for Terminal 3 at Phoenix Sky Harbor, at the time of this airport update, Phoenix Sky Harbor just opened up Terminal 3. At gate F1, we have this Hawaiian Airlines Boeing 767-300 prepping up and getting its first crew on board for the flight out to Honolulu, Hawaii. Over here, we have a Spirit Airlines Airbus A321 in a new livery. This aircraft is first boarding up its passengers and crew for the flight out to Houston IAH today. After Houston, it's going to begin boarding for the flight out to Fort Lauderdale. Over here, we have another Spirit Airlines Airbus A321. I decided to put the double gates on this aircraft. This aircraft arrived to the gate 10 minutes ago and is currently catering up for its next flight out to Orlando MCO. I do apologize about the lighting for the first 3 gates at this terminal. It's really hard to get to. This is much better lighting. Over here at gate F4, we have a Frontier Airlines Airbus A320 in the Orville, the red cardinal tail. This aircraft is first beginning to board for the flight out to Denver, Colorado. And oh baby, with the sands in the back, we have this Frontier Airlines Airbus A319 and the Jack the Rabbit tail. This is a super rare model and I'm so happy to have it. It does fit today's airport update as this is a little bit of a retro airport update back in 2018. This aircraft just arrived to the gate from the turn from, we will say, Cleveland Hopkins International Airport. And up next, we have an Airbus A321, the Air Canada Rouge. Airbus A321. This aircraft is just hard standing at the gate and will begin boarding in 2 hours for the flight out to Vancouver. With some scenic views in the back, we have a JetBlue Airways Airbus A320 in the 10th anniversary tail. I was so sad to see this go. I think they repainted it back in 2021 or 2020. Not really sure when they repainted it, but it was such a stunning aircraft. This aircraft is just boarding up, is currently getting its luggage on board for the flight out to John F. Kennedy International Airport, or JFK. Starting us off for the Delta lineup, we have a Delta Airlines Airbus A319. This aircraft is currently getting its luggage on board for the flight out to Minneapolis-St. Paul. It's going to begin the boarding process in 30 minutes. Over here towards the end of the F concourse at Terminal 3, we have a Delta Connection Bombardier CRJ900. This aircraft arrived to the gate 7 minutes ago from the turn from LAX. Over here, we have a Delta Airlines Boeing 757-200. This aircraft is waiting for its luggage for the turn out to New York LaGuardia International Airport. Pushing into the gate with its hug, we have a Delta Connection Bombardier CRJ700 pushing into the gate from the flight from Seattle, Washington. For a little bit of United action, we have a United Airlines Boeing 737-800 with split skimmers and a Continental merger livery. This aircraft is getting its catering on board for the flight out to Houston IAH today. Earlier I mentioned that a Spirit Airlines flight was flying to IAH. I'd rather be on this United Airlines flight and get a Spirit Airlines no legroom Airbus A321. Up next, we have a United Airlines Airbus A320. This aircraft is deboarding its luggage and crew and passengers from the flight from EWR, Newark Liberty International Airport. And for the last 4 gates of the F Concourse at Terminal 3, I kind of made a little bit of an Alaska Airlines section over here. Over here, we have an Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-700. This aircraft is getting its fuel on board for the short flight out to LAX. Here we have an Alaska Airlines operated by Horizon Air Embraer E175, getting its luggage on board for the flight out to San Francisco, California. Almost wrapping up the F gates, we have an Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-800 with split skimmers. This aircraft is deboarding its passengers and crew from the turn from Anchorage, Alaska. Saving the best aircraft for last at Terminal 3 before we move on to Terminal 4, we have this Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-900 in the More to Love livery. Just a classic aircraft over here. It's so sad to see this go when it's repainted, but I can feature in today's airport update. This aircraft is currently being heavily catered with luggage and will begin boarding in 5 minutes for the flight out to Seattle, Washington. And to start off at Terminal 4 in this airport update, you'll kind of see a blend of US Airways, American Airlines, and old American Airlines aircraft. At the time this airport update was filmed, they were slowly repainting all the aircraft to American Airlines colors. Over here at Gate 1, we have this American Airlines Boeing 767-300 in the One World livery, prepping up for the flight out to JFK. Up next, we have a US Airways Airbus A319 operating for American Airlines. This aircraft is getting its luggage on board for the flight out to Las Vegas McCarran International Airport. Over here at Gate 6, we have a US Airways Express Bombardier CRJ700 operating for American Eagle. This aircraft is getting its fuel on board and will begin boarding in 8 minutes for the flight out to Grand Junction, Colorado. And over here is actually my first American Airlines new aircraft livery, the American Airlines Boeing 767-300 without winglets. Such a stunning model. This aircraft is currently taxiing towards its runway for the flight, the high-density flight out to Philadelphia International Airport. Speaking of another stunning aircraft, we have this American Airlines Embraer E190. It's really sad to see these go again. This was kind of a unique aircraft in my opinion. It didn't really fit American Airlines fleet plan, but I did like the model, so I decided to pick it up. It fits perfectly in today's airport update. This aircraft is heavily being catered with passengers and catering for the flight out to, we will say, San Diego, California. And up next, we have an American Eagle Bombardier CRJ700 waiting for its luggage for the flight out to Albuquerque, New Mexico. Waiting for the tug to leave its gate, we have a US Airways Airbus A319 in the Philadelphia Eagles livery. This aircraft finished getting its luggage, just these 2 pieces are left, and then it's going to wait for the tug for the flight out to, we will say, St. Louis, Missouri. Over here, we have an American Airlines Boeing 737-800 deboarding its luggage and waiting for the next set of fuel. This aircraft arrives at the gate from the flight from DFW and is currently waiting for its fuel for the next flight out to Denver, Colorado. Did I mention that 2 MD-80s were going to be featured in this airport update? This MD-80 is currently taxiing towards the runway for the flight out to DFW. Over here, we have a Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700S with split skimmers, to getting his catering on board for the flight out to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Here for the Southwest lineup, we have a Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700 Triple Crown 1 livery, getting its catering and luggage and fuel on board for the short flight out to Dallas Love Field. Here we have a Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-800 arriving at the gate from the flight from Long Beach, California. And over here, making sure the aircraft is clean, we have a Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700. The flight attendants are currently tidying up this aircraft, making sure it's available for the next flight. This aircraft is currently getting cleaned up for the flight out to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Taxiing towards the gate, we have a Sun Country Boeing 737-800 taxiing towards Terminal 3 from the flight from Minneapolis, St. Paul. And over here at the end of Terminal 4, we have a Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-800 with split skimmers in the Heart 1 emblem. This aircraft is being tugged out of its gate for the flight out to Baltimore Thurgood International Airport. Taxiing towards Terminal 4, we have an American Eagle Embraer E145. This aircraft is currently taxiing towards Terminal 4. It arrived at the airport from the flight from Salt Lake City and is currently taxiing towards the gate. For some cargo action, this aircraft is currently taxiing towards the runway. We have a UPS Boeing 767-300 taxiing towards the runway for the flight out to your favorite UPS destination, Louisville, Kentucky. Wow, with the gorgeous view of the canyons in the back, we have a Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-800 arriving at the gate. This aircraft arrives at the gate from the flights from Sacramento, California. Here at Gate 17, we have a Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700 in the Desert Gold Heritage Special Livery. This aircraft is waiting for its luggage for the flight out to Orlando, MCO. With a view of some sands near the bottom half of your screen, we have a Delta Airlines Boeing 757-200. This aircraft arrived at the airport and is just currently taxiing towards the F gates out of Terminal 3. It arrived to the airport from a flight from JFK. Over here, we have a Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700. I believe this aircraft has the canyon blue winglet on the left of the winglet, so this aircraft is still waiting to be painted to the new livery. This aircraft is waiting for its luggage and is first bringing up its passengers and crew for the flight out to Detroit, Michigan. Taxiing towards runway 27 left, we have an American Eagle Embraer E170 taxiing towards the runway for the turn out to Austin, Texas. Over here, waiting for the tug to be pushed into Gate 13, we have a Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700 and the new Heart livery. I think this one's the GeminiJets version. This aircraft is waiting for the tug. It arrived at the airport from the flight from Houston Hobby International Airport. And over here we have a Volaris Airlines Airbus A319. Volaris is an international carrier that flies out of Terminal 4 here at Phoenix Sky Harbor. This aircraft is heavily being catered with its crew and fuel for the flight out to Guadalajara. And over here we have an American Airlines Boeing 767-300 with winglets. This aircraft arrived to the gate 10 minutes ago and is currently deboarding all of its luggage for the flight from Honolulu, Hawaii. And with a view of some more sands, we have a Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-800. This aircraft is currently in line for departure for the flight out to Chicago Midway. Arriving in from Las Vegas McCarran International Airport, we have the Spirit Airlines Airbus A319. This aircraft is currently taxiing towards Terminal 3. Another aircraft in line for departure, we have this Hawaiian Airlines Airbus A330-200. This aircraft is in line for departure for the flight out to Honolulu, Hawaii. Wow, with a gorgeous view of all three carriers, the US Airways old livery, American Airlines old livery, and then the American Airlines new livery, we have this US Airways Airbus A330-300. This aircraft is boarding up for the flight out to Kona. Here at the gate, we have an American Airlines Boeing 777-200ER. This aircraft will begin boarding in 25 minutes for the flight out to Cancun, Mexico. And then we have another high-density flight. We have the American Airlines Boeing 777-200ER. This is going to be a high-density flight for the proposed flight out to Miami. Taxing in from the flight from Memphis, Tennessee, we have this FedEx Express Boeing 777F taxiing towards the cargo terminal. Almost wrapping up the airport update, we have an American Airlines Boeing 757-200, second in line for departure for the flight out to Chicago ORD. Another flight for Honolulu, Hawaii, we have this American Airlines Airbus A330-300. This aircraft is heavily being catered with luggage for the flight out to Honolulu, Hawaii. And our second MD-80, this aircraft is currently taxiing towards the runway. We have an American Airlines MD-80 taxiing towards the runway for the flight out to Miami. First in line for departure, we have this Delta Connection Embraer E175. This aircraft is currently first in line for departure for the flight out to LAX. Taking off, and the last aircraft in this airport update, we have this Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700. This aircraft is taking off for the flight out to, we will say, Dallas Love Field. That wraps up today's airport update of Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport. I really hope you guys enjoyed this little retro and scenic airport update. It was a lot of fun to make. And if you are currently not subscribed, I would highly encourage you guys to subscribe, as we have a lot of future contents planned, exciting content, including massive unboxings, retro LAX, Dallas Love Field, Las Vegas, Newark, and some more airport updates that I do have planned for this channel. Overall, I hope you guys did enjoy today's airport update. Again, it was a lot of fun to make. And if you did, please comment below of what your favorite aircraft was. This is Hawaiian Air 2121 signing off. Have a good one.